Testing 1 2 testing 1 2 1 2. Okay, Slayer tracks checking in one time for the one time. Today is Wednesday, November 17th. Wednesday, 9:36 p.m. on the dot. And I hate that I even have to start the stream or this recording this way. But hearts and prayers go out to young Dolph and his family. News just came out earlier today that he was slain. Um, I don't have all the details. Story still developing. Um, DJ Academics, for the most part, I know he gets a lot of flack on a lot of, unnecessary fuck shit. But for the most part, he's tapped in with the culture. And shouts out to him for even being somewhat of a journalist to even, speak on matters such as this. Me personally, I think I got a lot of empathy. So I try to be real tactful and real cautious when speaking on other people's situation and situations I'm not even, that doesn't all the way concern me. But I am a fan of hip hop, and like many others, y'all may have been a fan of Dolph. Uh, Definitely an artist I wanted to work with. It was a few that I've been wanting to work with. And sometimes you just feel like you have the most time in the world for that to be a thing. But sad to say, you know, he's no longer with us. But in cases, he still put in so much work and time and dedication, content. I feel like his soul will live forever through the hearts and minds of a lot of people, so forth and so on. So again, my condolences, RP, and I don't know. I would hope maybe eventually, specifically talking to Black people in particular, maybe we can try to get out of this mindset of mentality. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything with the situation, but from the outside looking in, it's going to be a lot of people assuming that it was a typical situation of somebody made it out there, impoverished environment, and just happened to be coming back through. And though he want to be a sign of success that anybody can make it out the city or whoever, you know, we all know that people will plot and hate on you and different type of stuff. I know he spoke a lot of different things within his music in particular. You know, I don't know if that's just a coincidence or have anything to do with anything, but I don't know. I'm assuming that it's black on black type crime issue of violence, and that's always just a sad state. I don't know. I feel like the human race, we all one at first and foremost. But even if it was broken down into race, that's your squad, that's your team, that's your army. You don't. That's your family. You don't fight your families, your brothers, or your sisters. You know, we gotta get better. We gotta do better, preferably. I don't know, but I'm proud that I know this ain't about me at all and shit like that. And I could possibly name a couple other people, but I don't got to the point where I don't even trust people like that. I really don't even trust rappers to the point where I had to take a step back for a few years and not even allow people to rap that fuck shit that I don't agree with on top of my beats. And yeah, I probably missed out on the stupidest of money. I don't seen a lot of other people, a lot less talent, a lot less connects, make a whole lot more money because they probably wasn't I don't know. And they don't mind like how I am, at least on the morale tip. But I'm older, I'm wiser, and I'm thankful, I get another day to get it right. So I'm still laying down the foundation, trying to make sense of what are we doing over here. So, in the meantime, between time, make sure you guys follow me on all my different social media handles. Slayin Records on Twitch, Slayin Records on Instagram, Slayin Records on YouTube, Slayer Tracks, Slayer Tracks on Twitter. Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold you too long. This clip is maybe about 13 minutes long, and I'll try to engage with it as much, even if you just need to see my reaction. But we'll take a look at this and see what transpired and what actually possibly developed. So here we go. This is DJ Academic's latest post. Young Dolph shot and killed at Makeda's butter cookie shop in Memphis. He was 36 years old. So let's go.
Check it out now. Holy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I got to be the bearer of bad news. If you don't know, Young Dolph, aka Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., a 36-year-old rapper out of Memphis, has been killed. Okay, this happened about 1 o'clock today in Memphis. Basically, it happened at a cookie store. The name of the cookie store is Makeda's Butter Cookies. And apparently, Dolph went in the store to buy some cookies for his mother. Okay. Now, while he was standing in the store, somebody pulled up in a vehicle, started shooting through the window. Dolph was hit several times. I'm also hearing he attempted to return fire. Okay. However, because he sustained injuries, he later died. Okay. Now, the entire hip hop community is mourning this loss. Young Dolph is one of the people who we've looked at as a beacon of, just either financial literacy when it comes to artists. And, he's always touted that he's independent, but also one of the guys who we don't think is the industry favorites, but he's still making his way. Someone who's overcame a lot of odds, someone who has been also shot before and people have tried to take his life before. Okay, he was shot previously outside a hotel. Someone tried to shoot him 100 times while he was in a bulletproof car at like CIAA weekend. There's been a lot going on when it comes to Young Dolph, and this is why we're still at a loss for words. And even though you could probably say, hey, he's been involved in some of these things before, it doesn't hurt any less. Okay? We're losing a great rapper. We're losing someone who, at least for if you're not into whatever going on down there, you probably love Dolph. I've heard nothing but good things about him, that he's a good spirited, kind hearted person. And that's what I've known him and his team to be. I've worked with the Paper Route Empire team to some degree. Salute to Key Glocks, salute to Daddy O. Listen, and unfortunately, they're going to be mourning the loss of their brother. Key Glock deactivated from Instagram, okay, and Twitter. And I'm pretty sure their team will be putting out a statement. But this is such a sad, unfortunate incident. When we think about it, and we're always trying to Monday morning quarterback it, some people are going to say, man, well, why would you go back to your hometown? You already made it out. Don't go back. But hey, listen, he was someone who he's a product from his environment. And for him to, you know, be the rapper he is, he had to stay close to the environment in some ways. By the way, he was taking a lot of precautions. He had bulletproof vehicles. He was moving a certain type of way. But you never know when the fateful day is. Again, we could sit here and speculate. Some of the popular theories going around now is that he was driving his infamous camo Lamborghini. He's the only one with that car in town. You could see it from a mile away. Maybe somebody seen that, started following him, made a call, they caught up to him, and that's where that happened. Or it could have been, hey, someone seen him hop out of a car to go into this store, this cookie store. And by the way, he was at this cookie store a week ago because he made a video for them. And he basically said, hey, anytime I'm in town, I'm always going to come here. Again, who knows what enemies he had that might have been watching him watching his movements, lay waiting him, and that's the unfortunate thing about this whole
Amen,
situation.
face.
Okay, it's one of those things where even in hip hop,
Bitch
they
ass
celebrate.
face.
Hey, listen, you want to be caught with it, then not caught or caught without it.
That shit don't matter.
But we're still not realizing that the best situation is to not be in those situations at all. You know what I mean? Not get caught at all. Like, stay out the way. Because even if he
So
allegedly returned fire, still didn't save his life. Okay?
keep it low
And
and
there's no
slow.
there's no like brownie points for going out a gangster. You just don't want to go out.
Mm-mm.
All right? So again, I'm sending my deepest condolences to the family of young Dolph. He has kids and he has an extended family that's going to be mourning the loss of a brother, the loss of a friend, the loss of a son, the loss of a cousin. And because of that, we all kind of feel this pain. I see everybody in hip hop kind of chiming in, and everybody has very positive things to say about Dolph. I don't know if there's a takeaway that we could say to be like, hey, this is how we prevent this in the future. I guess we could say the cliche, well, just you got to move out from the place you grew up in. As uncomfortable as that might sound to some people, you got to leave. And even then, does that really matter? Because King Von didn't die in Chicago. King Von died in Atlanta. Okay? You have other people who have died or got shot in other places that they're not from. So again, while it is a good general practice to move out and leave, sometimes you move out and leave, you got family members that left behind. Which you're not gonna come visit. You're gonna leave your mama there, but your mama might not want to move to Florida. She might not want to move to Atlanta. She might not want to move to California. You're not gonna come check her out. You're not gonna come
Mm-hmm.
spend some time with her.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes very complicated, especially when you grew up in a particular neighborhood and environment. Um, my prayers again goes out to his family. He created a lot of great music, and I'm pretty sure in the next couple days we're gonna see like he's gonna gain a bunch of followers, like people are following.
Authentic, extraordinary, unapologetic, break molds.
Like people are following people after they died, and his music is gonna go crazy with streams. By the way, he was independent, so he owned his masters, and of course, his music will probably make a ton of money, and hopefully that goes to his family and kids. But that still does not bring back the life that was lost. Okay, I just want to send my condolences again. Rest in peace to young Dolph. Um, Hopefully, we start moving and start behaving in a manner where if there's issues among men, we solve it without violence, without gun violence, and hopefully, when we get in privileged positions, we can stay out the way and move around accordingly. Um, Getting calm, Make sure you guys like them, subscribe to Witch Academics. I'm up.
Okay. Cap, you pretty much echo the same sentiments as I felt on that particular matter. Yeah, man, that's just a real tough ass situation. Mm. Moment of silence for young Dolph. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I think I'm probably about to just reevaluate some stuff. It happens like that every now and then. I'm not too off track, but I just need to dial it in a little bit more just for the confirmation of you know certain things. I know like I said, academics seemingly kind of echo my sentiments on the matter or whatnot. Can't even really hop into it more and more just without knowing that information and stuff like that. But nah, man, I know it's a lot of brothers out here that's really hurting, man. On some hurt people type shit. I would prefer to have a solution right now from somebody. I don't care who it's from, but Yeah, man, that's the big takeaway, man. We're in a whole different type of vibe from pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, everybody really had a mentality: we outside, we reckless, we having fun. YOLO, you only get one life to live. And now it's seeming like since heading towards the end of 2021, people are more cognitive of different things, quicker to maybe invest in certain things and maybe check out of certain things in particular. I don't know. I just felt like hip hop had a real tap in and pulse on what's really cool and what's really popping right now. Right now, I feel like I know I've been candid that assumption, but I feel like more and more people are coming to the assumption, man, this shit is wet, it's lame, and it's not even worth as much time as we've been giving it and shit. What that does for somebody like me within media, who knows? But mm-hmm. I feel like rappers already was in like a dangerous situation and stuff like that, as far as accessibility to fans, just other dumbass shit and groupies, shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they could make more of a push to have a product or people that's a little more controlled, as far as an artist going out to do something to fuck up uh revenue income. Like, I don't know, maybe like somebody getting in a domestic dispute, or somebody coming at the LGBT community for off-brand color remarks and shit like that. But I'm guessing maybe in the future the labels might be like, it might be more valuable to invest in this particular person or just concept. Maybe it could be a artificially intelligent artist, or at least maybe an artist that they can market better because maybe they're using some type of avatar or gimmick in a sense with that. I know they got something called like the mass singer, the mass dancer. I feel like they're trying to, walk us into having actual artists that are represented by avatars, and then we kind of buy into the hype more. Maybe it's because they get to use their talent, or maybe it's just something fun and new and innovative. But that's cool, but that's gonna start to continue to cut off certain people, possibly musicians, possibly writers, possibly producers, labels. But could be streamlined a little bit better, more convenient, more instantly, I guess, for some type of consumer out there. Swap for some type of currency. Yeah, so that's just me playing on the keys in particular. Um, yeah, so I was slick thinking about, rolling up and gassing while talking on this particular interview or whatnot, or listening to this that content piece. But then I'm just like, yeah, I'll just do it afterwards. And I love smoking, but I guess everything in moderation, because now it's getting kind of stale and not that, hypey to me and shit like that. Who knows what's the reason behind that? But if I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I wouldn't be surprised if my music reflect that. I'm not in the business of, oh shit, I started off promoting this type of drug, and in order for me to stay cool, I gotta keep acting like I'm doing that type of drug or whatever. Like, nah, none of y'all are really that important to me like that. this point. Like I'm not really supporting, you know, my vibe and shit like that. So I might as well support my own vibe and make sure I'm looking out for my own physical, mental, spiritual health, financial health all around as well too. But that's neither here nor there. I already hit the 20-minute mark. Still rambling. I cut this piece up, or at least end it right here. Again, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Follow my handles. See my Twitch there, Slayin Records. YouTube, Slayin Records. Instagram, Slayin Records, and Slayer Tracks on Twitter. If you guys want to help out in any type of way, you guys can reach me on those platforms, or just Google me. Look forward to hearing from you soon. And remember, slay everything you do. Decided all that today. Let it come. Let's get it.